You're the boss.
Shit, dude.
There we go.
Wish I wasn't. Ugh.
Was that your balls flapping against your bowl?
That's like the embodiment of getting grossed out by hearing moist.
That's the key deer sound.
Pretty much.
It's an emergency stop original.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Take
is.
that to your soundboards, motherfuckers.
It was day zero.
You might as well, Kyle. I mean, you do it fucking often enough.
I told him to do it a long time ago, and he was like, "No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure."
That's
like, I don't have any good audio to sample for it.
That's an E-Stop exclusive sound too.
Yeah, yes. Please don't ever fucking play that sound on. Ooh, Pepsi, you naughty boy.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Out of his
I
butthole
feel like I
came the
missed.
shiz.
What were you guys talking about? Anything besides work, or were we just talking about work?
Nothing about work.
Jury duty.
Oh, of course, jury duty.
Well, just Kyle's telling me how he's not going to have to do it. So it's
thank
a
God.
bonus.
Forever, for the rest of his fucking life. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was on an arson case. It was pretty fun to like do my duty. I liked it.
I got picked for a murder case at one time, without giving too many details.
Killing it.
It was a murder. It was a murder from more than 3 decades ago now.
Was there like a southern detective there who was like, "Today I aim to tell you who done the murder"?
Was he a chicken?
Yeah.
No.
I say, the murderer is here.
Rooster.
If that was the case, I would have been like, "Sign me up."
I ended up getting conflict of interested out because it turns out I knew the
murdered
defense
someone.
lawyer.
I was about to say, Kyle's like, "I actually for a hobby murder people."
Guys like
Kill
I
it.
exclusively have sex with serial killers.
I'm
Jesus
the
Christ.
president of the Maryland Charlie Manson fan
If you
club.
haven't racked up at least 4 bodies, you ain't getting none of this anaconda, you know?
Don't want
you-
to.
Kyle, were you ever near Niagara Falls when I was a child?
Oh,
Dude,
Lord.
speaking of the falls,
Yes. I
I think
invested
I told
in the barrel industry in
I think
northern New York.
I think I told Kyle this, but like two days after we published last week's episode, some woman threw herself and her child over the falls.
Yeah, I remember you
Yeah,
telling me that.
there was 2 news stories about the falls like right after it was
It's okay.
interesting.
The kid survived. The mother did not, though.
That's Jesus
karma.
working for you.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to shut down our
That
show.
is, Jesus literally was like, "No, and yes, you can survive." Like, "No, for you, you're a terrible person."
Jesus was like, "You're gonna make jokes about the falls. I'm gonna fucking throw some people off of them."
You demons!
He cast G down. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, that's probably gonna make people sad.
I got
Sorry.
a good question. Have any of you motherfuckers been rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ?
I don't know what rebuked means. I'm not naked.
I was yelled at by a priest when I was a kid.
It goes in the other hole. It goes in the other hole.
No,
I threw up during first communion. That was fun.
Oh, that means you're like you're the devil.
No. So okay. So
That's
so
what the
get
devil
this.
would say is no.
Here's a good story. Okay.
Nobody's told me what
so-
rebuked means yet. I still don't know. What that word is.
Yeah. What's rebuked?
Fuck if I know. I know it happened though.
Matt,
I got you.
It's like going to hell, you know.
To rebuke means
We'll have to.
turn away in a consecratory or a consecration, like holy
oh shit,
fashion.
yeah, dude. I fucking got kicked out of. What comes first, preschool or kindergarten?
Preschool.
Preschool.
I got
This
kicked
is
out of
before school.
Catholic kindergarten.
So that would be a
God.
rebuke.
Yeah.
It says a sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions.
So Kyle throwing up in a church definitely qualifies.
Throwing up the body of Christ in a church. That's what he's.
Actually, the priest was upset that I threw up and made a mess, but he understood why
Hey.
after he realized it was his words that did it. So
Did you say sorry? Jesus gave me reflux.
no, at that time I didn't have it. No.
Really
So
sad.
you know how it's like, you know how they say it's like it's the body of Christ?
Yes, the flesh and the blood. And all that bullshit.
Yeah, he got super fucking detailed about it. And he was like, you're putting him in your mouth and you're eating him. And I'm just like,
This chunky
I can't stomach this.
Like what the doctors say to each other when they're fucking
whatever the stupid, because it wasn't like the actual thing on like the practice day. It was like a wafer.
A wafer, yeah.
It had like, you know, those wafers that have like the little not candy balls in them, but like they're like little sprinkled balls.
What
kind of thing?
Wafers are you eating?
What kind of balls are you talking about?
No.
It's balls. I feel like that's really clear.
You ever had crunchy man balls before?
I can't say it any clearer.
So they gave us those, and I think they're called. No, they have a name. I think they're called like
man balls.
God damn it, Matt. They're called like space wafers. They're like UFO shaped.
No, that's the Scientology people.
Oh my fucking
God! I was about to say, what kind of
know,
church did you go to, buddy?
You know, Jesus
it's a Catholic church.
Had 3 testicles. That's the real Holy Trinity right there.
That's oh my God. So
we're all shaking our head at Alex right now, just so you know.
I'll see you in hell.
So anyways, during the practice communion thing, we put it in the mouth, right? And as it's like starting to dissolve, I wasn't expecting that texture from like the little sprinkles, and it fucked me up. And it just immediately was like, oh God, there's body in my mouth. I projectile vomited because I had just eaten McDonald's.
Were you like a first grader?
I don't know how old I was. It was first communion, so whatever the fuck it was. So I had just eaten.
So you're 7.
So I had just eaten like McDonald's and then drove straight to the church. So I had just eaten like a large fry, a chocolate fucking milkshake, and like a burger, and like whatever. I was a chunky little kid, so just fucking projectile vomited across the entire front of like the church.
It'd be better if it had been like a green one.
I mean, it wasn't pretty.
The head is turning around 360 degrees, right? And everybody's laughing like, ah! So I go back the next day, and the priest is upset because he's like, he threw up and blah, blah, blah. He's sick. And my mom's like, no, he threw up because you told him he was literally putting a body in his mouth. And, you know, eating people is kind of skeevy. And he goes, oh. And he just recounted the fact that he literally made it a literal thing and not like
not figurative.
A figure. Yeah.
It's not symbolic whatsoever.
At 7 years old or whatever I was, figurative language isn't really a thing, but at
least he was putting somebody else's body in your mouth and not his.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Shooting low tonight.
There it is.
Sorry.
You're really trying to get it in.
Yeah. That's what I do.
So timing. So I threw up in a church. So the next day I went for my actual communion, and you know the lifesavers, the mints. Yes. So my mom gave me like a handful of them. She's like, put them in your mouth.
Oh my God, more things in your mouth that never had.
Yeah. She's like, when they give you the first communion
down the driveway at this point.
Oh God. She's like, when they give you communion, wrap the mints around it and it won't dissolve, and then you don't have the texture. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I just had this mouthful of lifesavers, and I pinched the communion.
So your mom was giving you tips on taking it all without gagging? Is that what's
You're an asshole.
That's what I'm hearing.
So I was able to struggle through. I was able to struggle through it with that, and then I literally never went back for communion again, ever.
And churches, nothing really changed.
Churches scare the shit out of me. I don't like churches. I don't like fucking graveyards. I don't like any of that shit. My mom, when I was a little kid.
What about Ouija boards and stuff?
No, that doesn't bother me. I'm not scared of ghosts.
That's a board game.
Satanic stuff doesn't bother me. Churches,
No,
though.
it doesn't.
No, he lives in like a 300-year-old house in
When
Rochester,
I was a
man.
little kid, the thought that there was like God and angels and heaven and hell just scared the living shit out of me. And like my mom went to a like divorce.
the
It
whole
fucking
point.
worked. She went to a
what it's
divorce
supposed to.
support group it was basically at a cemetery. It was like at a community building next to a cemetery. So she would park in the
Clearly
cemetery and leave me and my brother in the car
no.
and go to her support group. And we just sit
That
there
just
with,
made me so creeped out.
dude, we had like Game Boys and shit, but like I would just sit there and like the big
That shit starts
statues
flickering.
of like the angels and shit would be like standing over the car, you know. And it's
Have you
just
seen
big
Doctor
flashy
Who with
dark.
the angels?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. And I'm fucking so like that really fucked me up. And then like just churches in general. You ever go to a church when it's not time for church? It's not like
Yeah, it's
like,
off-putting.
People show it in the movies like it's a time to reflect, you know, like I'm going to go to the church when it's not time for church and I'm going to reflect. And it's like this calm, serene place, dude. When I was in Boy Scouts, our Boy Scout troop like met in a church. And so
Me
I was
too.
like, I didn't actively participate in Boy Scouts. So I would like wander around the church all the time. And like you'd go upstairs into the actual church, just an empty ass church at night. Scary, super duper scary. Like not even like, it wasn't even like an old church, you know, it was like a new church. It was like a modern building, but just the fountains and like
Did it have a young
blown out
priest and an old priest?
candles, dude. It had a building attached to it where the priests lived, and they would like,
Oh yeah,
they would, like, wander. And that was an old ass. That building was like 300 fucking years old.
See, up north, you guys have those old things. Down here, everything in Florida is new. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing near me.
Well,
The
keep
oldest
that's
water
because
down
there's-
the sea once every 3 years.
well, because
Yeah, I was
hurricanes.
gonna say
blow
that's
them away.
because hurricanes
That's
force you guys to rebuild so frequently.
Well, but like in all seriousness, there's like nothing near me that's really old except Ybor City. So like I don't have that. When I think of church, it's literally all new construction, huge because we have sun down here. And with like today, Kyle was like, "Yeah, last night it froze and it sleeted and then it turned into ice storms." And Boyce is like, "We had ice storms today. It murdered 100 million people next to me." And I was like, "Today it was 90 degrees and I wore flip flops to turn in Strawberry Festival shit." Like, so like our churches have windows where you can see the sun. There's no creepy fucking shit anywhere. It's like, what was that? Oh, that was HD TVs and kids playing guitars. Like that's church down here. Because church down here is never Catholic. It's always like rattlesnakes and
Must
I
be- you got the snake
I
charmers.
must have missed that talk, but like it did though. For
it's a
real.
different kind of scary.
It sleeted hard and then it all froze over. And I went out to get the mail tonight and my mailbox was just fucking frozen shut. It had like an inch thick layer of like ice over the whole thing. And I was like, well, he either didn't deliver the mail or I'm not getting it. Like it's not happening. And then last night, because we live fucking 3 feet from a goddamn firehouse, just like every 20 minutes on the dot, stupid fucking firehouse alarm was going off, waking up Nugget and shit. And at like 6:30 in the morning, a transformer like 3 doors down from me like fucking exploded. It's just chaos, just absolute chaos.
Damn.
See, how bad are snowstorms compared to like a hurricane? I mean, I know it's
They're
not
not-
knocking buildings down.
Snowstorms don't mean anything.
They're not
Snowstorms are
snow,
nothing.
the ice
It's
storms. I
rain.
don't even know.
Rain. Snowstorms is rain in winter. Ice storms are dangerous. You don't like. I don't.
I've never
go
even
out.
heard of an ice storm until 2 seconds ago with Boyce.
Literally, it's fucking just barely cold enough for the water to come down wet, and then when it hits something, it freezes.
And it's high winds because it's come down as rain, but as the high wind it fast freezes it really quickly. So like the electric lines
Like on impact.
that are like thick as your finger has an inch
What?
around it of ice, and it's like
Yeah.
at the wind direction.
That is
as-
terrifying.
As it
Yeah.
hits shit that's just sitting statically outdoors, it freezes. So you get these huge layers of ice just build up on everything. And that's super fucking dangerous. And
And
people
you
just
guys
go
are
out-
talking about how alligators can eat you. Fuck that. That shit'll murder you. Like
Yeah.
what?
Well, yeah. So like,
Imagine like
you don't go
going
out,
to
dude.
heaven.
I
It's
would
like,
fucking-
what happened to you? My arm got eaten up by an alligator.
If I had
That's
a regular 9 to
understandable.
5, I would have called in this morning. Like I wouldn't have driven to work in that.
Well,
You
here's the
couldn't
real
have paid me
question.
Enough money to drive to work in that.
Did the foods? What's the food company?
DoorDash? I don't know, dude.
Did DoorDash? If DoorDash is open, then everything's fine.
I'll tell you what, dude. The fucking champs at Amazon delivered my Amazon packages today.
That works.
So,
Fuck yeah.
I mean, someone's out
It's
there.
'cause- that's because those new Amazon trucks are basically tanks.
Yeah, I mean, the roads were okay. I feel like they got ahead of it on the salting, so
Right.
the roads were decent. But like everything in my yard was just fucked, and the roads were fucked this morning before they started salting, which is when the accidents and stuff happened. Because I haven't really heard the fire alarm go off today. It was last night, like while everybody was,
Overnight.
those late night drivers fucking up. Yep.
Yeah.
Idiots.
You done fucked up, hey, Ron?
Did you pull a brick out of your wall, Boyce?
No, why?
Well, look up on the wall. There's like a brick that looks like it's been
Oh,
pulled out.
that's part of his hearth.
Oh, I see.
This?
The fireplace is over
It's a
there. I
ledge.
get it.
This is where I had
Yeah.
Shit.
Nugget's crying now.
Oh boy. She's back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is about an hour from me, they're reported to not be on. They're not predicting to have electric back for a week.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Some significant trees were frozen, heavy wind, top heavy, blown over and took out entire transformers and stations.
It's very rare that we're out for more than like 10
2 or 3
minutes.
days. Yeah, 2 or 3 days is like the longest I've been without power. That's how my snake died back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a snake, and for like the first night, I went out to the car, started the car, put the heat on. I had a hoodie on. It would like crawl inside my hoodie and warm up next to me inside my hoodie. And then when it got too hot, it would get out and lay on the seat next to me and cool off. So it'd like use me as its heat rock type of deal.
that's cute.
But then I got frozen fucking cold. I kept turning the car off.
Oh,
The
yeah.
snake was fine because it kept coming inside. But yeah, that fucker died after the third day. He had eaten a guinea pig that kept biting all the kids at school. So the teacher gave me the guinea pig to kill it.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, man, it was pretty cool, man.
That's savage.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh boy,
That's some Ozzy Osbourne shit. Like
That's
everyone's like, we need to find a place for this sad hamster, and Boyce is like, I got you, miss. Actually, I take that back. Let's reverse it. Boyce would have said, I fucking motherfucking got your fucking ass, miss.
I don't like fucking
thank you,
snakes either.
Boyce.
I mean, like,
I'm not a snake guy.
snakes are okay, but like, I don't want to watch it eat a guinea pig. That doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah, it's just like it just happened. It's like I'm gonna get a guinea pig, but my daughter's elementary school teacher's like, "Hey, boys, I heard you have a snake, a pretty big one." I'm like, yeah, I got a red. Wait, what are we talking about here now? I got a kickstand, if you know what I mean. No,
Hey, where is the soundboard, Kyle?
We went
Send that thing to me.
about 8 minutes without a dick joke.
yes, there it is. 18. But
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
that's what's up. But yeah, she's like, how big is your snake? I was like, it's like 7 foot long. Wait. And she's like, I have this guinea pig that's bit like 3 kids this week, so the school says I can't have
Is that
it
what
no
you
more.
call it? That's a weird name for your vagina. You fucking weird bitch.
I think you said vagina wrong.
Wow.
Guinea pig.
We call her Mr. Chubb.
She's got 2 little buck teeth and she's furry and ready to play.
She's biting people.
She's
Yeah,
frisky.
But it's crazy though, because those little fuckers do make some noise. That was kind of off-putting. But
What noises do they make, Kyle?
motherfucker, no, that's good. Yeah.
But don't make that noise.
No,
They do
no,
like
it's-
squeal though. I can imagine its death was like
They're called
traumatizing.
guinea pigs for a reason. They make
Did
a
it squeal
pig
the
like,
whole time it was being eaten?
No, just for about maybe like 10, 20
Just the
seconds.
first half, right?
That's horrible.
Just like
That's the
10,
worst thing
20
I've ever
seconds.
The first 6
hits it. Oh, sorry. It hit that motherfucker and just wind him up, and just squeeze him. It screamed when it got hit. And then it like screamed a couple times, but every time it screams out, it's being constricted, so it can't open up to get another breath in. So it suffocates pretty quickly,
Dark.
He loved that. He loved every fucking second of it. He's sitting here trying. Then what would
Get
happen
mad
is it would
at
get
yourself.
squeezed, and when it got squeezed, it couldn't
If you
talk
don't-
anymore. It couldn't breathe.
If you don't get off on snakes killing people or animals, then dial 988 if you're feeling like you're having suicidal thoughts.
Do not go to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, my daughter. Then my daughter, like, her friends at school was like, "Your dad killed the pet." Somehow they found out. The kids did. Some other.
Just another
kids did,
week
I
of
guess.
Boyce being an asshole. I'm kidding.
I just fulfilling my duty, man.
I feel like we need to rename the show.
My civic duty. Yeah, and then I had a friend whose parents lived out in migrant housing, and they kept trapping rabbits because they kept eating their vegetables and shit. So I go out there once every 2 weeks and get a rabbit and throw it in there, and whappo, free meal.
How big was your snake, boys?
Technically, yes, I'll tell you the truth without getting creepy. It's 7 feet roughly.
Damn.
About thick as my forearm. Is like its thickest point is about as thick as my forearm.
Nothing creepy about any of that.
Where the fuck did you keep it?
I had an enclosure.
In his hoodie, he tucked it up in his hoodie.
Yeah. Did you just give it a room and a bed?
Filled up on my
Like,
bed,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Can we stop
It
talking
was-
about Boyce's Tinder profile and move on?
It's actually a grinder profile, but yeah, we're good.
It's been Grinder ever since the guinea pig incident.
See mysnake.com.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Anyway,
We already talked about him, boys. Come on.
snake died because of cold. There it is.
Well, good. Sounds like that snake was an asshole and had it coming.
Well, funny thing is, like, I'm not really into rituals or ceremony or anything, and fucker died, and everybody's like, "Oh, did you bury him?" I was like, "No, I just took him out of the woods and just chucked his
Bury him.
ass, you know?
Yeah.
Just chuck him."
This isn't like some family pet that was loved by everyone.
Yeah, I
it
didn't-
murdered shit.
It was a monster.
It was a murderer.
It was the monster.
You
It
should've
was
fucking-
literally a
you should've
serpent
fucking
from
doused
hell.
that thing in gasoline and set it on fire while it was alive.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Slick was cool, man. Slick was cool.
His name was Slick.
It's not a
Slick.
good name either.
That's
No,
a great name.
it's a horrible name.
Slick enough to kill your ass if you ain't got if you got no legs, it'll kill your ass though.
I had a
Probably
cat.
eat
His
your
name,
ass.
his name was Dr. Kenneth. He was a doctor.
That's great.
Yeah. He could save everyone but himself.
That's a hell of a doc.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're getting our puppy in 4 weeks. That's gonna be exciting.
Nope.
I love how you're like, we had a dog
like-
that died, and he's like,
Which is
we're
like,
getting one.
Guys, I find it really hard to, I can't add another day. I want to record more E-Stop, but, my schedule is really busy. Anyway, my puppy's coming in like 4 weeks.
Super
He's
overwhelmed.
trying to really nicely tell us this is the last time we're ever going to see him.
Once he hit Boyce 18.0, he's going to just disapparate into the atmosphere.
I don't understand you fucking weird adult people because you're like, oh, the kids are finally out of the house. Better fill it with other shit that needs my attention.
Start a business, get 7 jobs, get a puppy.
Nope.
Well, what happened? What happened to your 6 children? They're all gone. So what'd you get? 5 W-2s. Like, and a puppy.
Exactly.
And a
Puppy.
puppy. So there's my 6-pack.
That's right.
You know what I'm going to do when all of my kids are finally out of the house and I'm old and decrepit and beat to shit from parenthood? I'm going to
Yeah,
fill a
die.
bathtub. I'm going to fill a
gonna die.
bathtub with Pokemon cards and like honey, and just, like bathe in that until I die.
By the way, that
strange at
literally
all.
is just going to be him in 45 minutes.
I know.
So, like, let's be honest. He's like, all those commons, that's what's happening to him.
That's what's happening to him.
This TikTok ain't gonna make itself.
Can you imagine the firemen have to come over from next door to help him get out of the tub because he's just been like paper cutted to death? It was worth it. Were his last words.
It'll be like that fat guy in Saw that was in the fucking barbed wire room with Pokemon cards.
all you're gonna see is a ball of light, and this motherfucker's gonna evolve. Whoa. He just disappears.
Oh shit! I'm trying to
Should have
think of
used a
anything.
Sinnoh stone.
You know what, dude? Like, I'm so fucking pissed off. So I went to McDonald's. I go to McDonald's all the time. I don't know why I'm saying it like I went once.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The last
Diarrhea.
month or so of my McDonald's trips, there's this woman who takes my order and she's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Okay, like a number 7, large, French fries, whatever." And she's like, "It's 17.20, pull up." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I get to the window and she's like, card or cash? And I'm like, here, and I pay. And she's like, pull up. Every fucking time. And I'm tired of being fucking yelled at when I go to McDonald's.
Yeah. Fuck you, lady.
I fucking went with Miranda the other day because we were out running errands together. And Miranda places her order and pulls up to the window. And she's like, oh, hi, hun. How's it going? It's like, what the fuck? You fucking
And if you don't
bitch.
know why, then you don't deserve to know why, Alex.
I don't know why, and I guess I don't deserve to know why, and I probably will never know.
Fuck yourself.
Dude, that was her. It was fucking savage, like, for real.
Miranda probably bitches about you when she goes. She's like, sweetie, how's it going with the new baby? And Miranda's just at the crying. You know what that motherfucker did the other night? You want to know? More Pokemon cards.
Here's this picture. Put it on the wall.
Yeah.
Remember this face.
Fuck
And like
this
literally
guy.
when you pull up to the camera's looking down at you and she goes, oh, this piece of shit. We had a good night tonight. We had one of the kids are sick, but I was super proud of my daughter. Like, it's so weird that someone as messed up as us. Like, out of the four of us, I've got one kid who's well adjusted so far. Right? I mean, boys, are you surprised ever by like your kids and the fact that they might like other people might see them as normal?
Oh yeah, totally
Like,
thrilled when that happens.
Isn't it crazy? So like tonight we roll out and my daughter is straight up like, Daddy, I'm really excited to go turn in these pieces tonight because the Strawberry Festival's here, which is it's like our Mardi Gras. It's huge. The whole town shuts down for a day. The entire county, the 8th largest county in the nation, gives the kids the day off from school. And so we literally had these pieces for a competition where the little kids can make cool shit, So you can make like Legos, you can do stuff like make a bracelet. And we go in there. Basically, which is why you're really interested right now. People who can't see Alex's face, he's very into this, as he just stated. Anyways, but this is the part. So anyone who's heard me talk about, anything knows I'm a little weird. And then like she goes up there and she's just so polite and put together. Like she's non-corrupted yet, It's like you before when you were sitting outside in the parking lot of the church place, you weren't you were still normal.
Boyce before the guinea pig.
Yeah, like Boyce 0.05. 0.05 Boyce.
0.05.
Yeah, so like literally though, like she's sitting there and we walk up and she goes, Daddy, if I don't win first place, that's okay. I can always try again. And I was like, look at this confident little shit. And I was like, all right, that's a way to go, babe. Like, way to go. And so she walks up and she literally like walks up to this table and she's like, hello, I'm here to enter these into the place. And it's just, I don't know, it's so weird, like watching a little 7-year-old be more of an adult than me most days. Like, I'm like, what do we do now? And she's like, you need to go get dinner so that we can go home. And I was like, yeah. She goes, Chick-fil-A is close, by the way. And I was like, that's good. I'm not even kidding you. Like, that's exactly what was being said. And I'm like directing the car because of where this fucking 7-year-old compass is telling me to go. And I get to Chick-fil-A and I'm like, this was a good choice. I do like Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, just Jesus Christ. Like, thank God for this kid. So, because like, ugh. Anyways, so I'm happy. My wife is doing a good job there. Not me.
Chill. I love Felix, but he's a weirdo, and it's too early to tell with Nugget. So
jury's still out.
Yeah, jury's still out. We'll see.
Well,
Is the McDonald's lady nice to her though?
Who, Nugget or Miranda?
Yeah, to Nugget.
Motherfucker better be.
Take Nugget with you. Take Nugget with you next time.
No, Nugget fucking hates the car. She will not get in the car, dude. She fucking hates
Really?
it so much.
Oh,
Yeah,
my kids love the car.
Dude, she sees the car. Like, if we exit the door and I move in the general direction of the car, she like fucking freaks out.
Is it because
She's
you're
like,
a terrible driver?
I don't think so. She's maybe.
I love how. Wait, did you see the actual thought? Like the thought process happened. He goes,
There's
"I don't think so," and he went. If you didn't, people listening right now, he literally went, "I don't think so," and shook his head no. And as he did it, he went, "Actually."
Well, I had
abrupt
a thought
pause followed by a
backwards.
thought.
For a second, I was like, she's only cool when we're stopped. But the actuality is it's the opposite. She's only cool when we're moving. So she'll once we get her into the car and like we start driving somewhere, if the car is moving, she's fine. If I stop at a red light for fucking 45 seconds, she's lost her goddamn mind.
The hum of the car, dude, like straight up when we had the twins and they'd be going batshit crazy, my wife would be like, take them for a drive. and they'd pass out in the car. And just like in TV shows, I used to, as a teenager, be like, that's the dumbest fucking thing. Bro, it's like white noise and movement and like rumbling or whatever. And I swear to God, we put the twins into my truck and I'd just go driving. She'd be like, take my card and get gas, drive the night.
And she will, dude, she will. She'll like go to sleep in the car all the time, but I can't get her out.
Yep.
Without waking. I can't get her out without waking.
As soon as you stop.
Like this, it's not even me stopping the car. Like once she's out, she'll stay out. But like through the process of like unbuckling her and getting back into the house and getting up to the room and getting her.
That's where you get the Graco seat and you just click. I'd carry that shit inside.
Well, she can't sleep in the car seat.
Not with that attitude. She slept in it the whole time you drove. She slept in it the whole time you drove and you felt okay. Fuck that. Tell me I'm wrong when I've had like 4 hours of sleep. Don't quote me on any of this parenting. By the way, if Miranda was here, she would say, legally speaking, we are not parental experts, or nor should you take the advice of the parenting.
She was.
But I'm just telling you right now,
Dude,
if they're okay in the car,
fucking said.
If they're sleeping in the car, they're sleeping in that fucking thing.
Oh, dude.
Quote me on that shit. Mine made it. All three of them.
Dude, that's the funniest thing you've ever fucking said.
What? Not with that attitude?
Not with that attitude. I fucking love that, man.
It was good. It was on point. There was no hesitation. The timing was like peak.
It was
Matthew.
true.
Yeah.
Matthew. Oh my
That shit
God.
was nice.
That's what happened when I get in
Matthew.
trouble.
Maddie
That's what happens when I get in
here.
trouble.
Matthew.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, because Matthew only has one T in it because my mom wanted to be unique. And I was like, Mom, you named me the whitest name of 1983. Every fucking kid had that name. It's like the number 2 name. Like, you want to be unique? Yes, that's why I fucked up the name and made it shitty so that every trophy you ever get will be wrong.
Yes.
And one day you decide to make fucking trophies for people and make sure that their names are spelled correctly, and it gives you some kind of a fucking, complex.
You should have just changed it back and been like, fuck you, Mom.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to Matthew and spell it Michael. Like,
You have,
it's just,
I mean,
now I'm unique.
you use 2 names when you put Matt. It's not M-A-T.
Yeah, otherwise you'd walk all over me.
Oh.
Right. Get it? Get it?
Yeah.
You were floored by it, weren't you?
Oh.
Oh,
No.
And there go all our Patreon subscribers. They're just
bye, all
like,
2 of you.
this show isn't good anymore. Goodbye.
We've been talking about children. People know I'm a dad. You bring the dad jokes. That's what you do.
You know what, dude? We have more than 2 Patreon subs now.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know how many more. I think it's like 5 or 6 at this point. But one of them came in because I at everybody last week with the bonus episode from 988. and they fucking signed up to listen to it. So they must have liked that episode, I guess.
sucker.
They fucking signed up for the bonus.
By the way, was that the next day when that falls incident happened?
It was literally the next day.
We got a new Patreon, and the next day there was a person who threw themselves over the falls. Way to go, Alex! At everybody.
Yeah, no, it's a great way to kill yourself. That's fucked up. This is the worst thing I've ever said.
Like, I literally sat there the next day, like, he's gonna have to edit 40 minutes of that.
I didn't touch it. Every second of that fucking episode went up.
Oh my God.
Boyce said this.
Great.
Out of all the things we've said on this show, this is what you're going to cut out.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true.
we've said some fucked up things.
If only ostomies.com can stay up, and everything in the Niagara Falls episode can stay up.
Dude, I'm telling you, that website is available.
Buy it.
looked that shit up.
Buy it.
I was gonna say not anymore because Boyce already bought it.
I'm gonna look it up again.
I'll buy it, and we're gonna make it into like a legitimate looking website with like some ostomy bags on the front. See some sexy ostomy bags here, and then if they click sign up, it'll take them to a secondary page that says you're a sick fuck. What's wrong with you? And then there will be one more link that will forward them to the show page. I'll check it right now. I'm gonna look up how much it costs.
Onlyostomies.com.
I'm gonna guess if you're going through GoDaddy, it's gonna be $19.95.
Oh yeah, let's throw out some guesses. How much do you guys think that this domain is going to cost? .com, no .nets and none of that shit.
$69.69.
Oh my God, Kyle.
Yep.
Kyle's like, I know how to play the prices right.
Yeah,
Need to make sure.
I'm going with $19.95. Just GoDaddy that shit, man.
I think it's gonna be like $9.99.
I'm doing Google domains.
That's what I'm doing.
It's $12 a year. .com. I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna get .net too.
$12.99 for .net.
Yep. I just fucking carded both of them. I'm checking out right now.
Bro, fuck you. I'm going for it.
Oh, what? No way. I've already got you beat, dude. It's already done. It's a done deal. Too slow.
He had his finger on the hole the whole time.
That's what she said. All right.
It sounds like Amanda's got a project for the rest of the week.
God
you could do
damn.
only
You need to get seemysnake.com, boys. Go ahead and jump on that one.
Up.
I can't believe I just fucking paid $12 for this.
I can absolutely believe it.
That's a business
Oh,
deduction.
shit.
It's just gonna have a picture of Jimmy on it. Onlyostomies.com. I got remember that. You know that picture of Jimmy where he's leaning back and you're the bloatfish or whatever it was, and it's Jimmy like this. That's what we should do. Welcome to onlyostomies.com.
If Boyce was paying attention, he could have gotten onlyostomies.net because it didn't add it to my cart with .com.
Look, he's going back for it
No,
now.
it's wait, I did it. It's too late. I wouldn't have said it out loud if I wasn't already checking out.
Shit.
But
Oh,
you can
let's
still
see.
get onlyostomies.org if you would like that.
We're just gonna buy all the
It sounds
dumbest shit in the world.
it sounds overly official.
Onlyostomies.shop. There you go.
It's a non-profit onlyostomy organization.
There's a picture of Jimmy's neck hole. Scar.
That's where you should just go ahead and Google
Jimmy's
domain.
scar.
You can,
Google
get
domain.
you can get onlyostomies.info.
No. Just get Ostomy everything. Ostomy everything and make a whole fucking YouTube channel for it.
If you can pull off a decent British accent, you can get justostomies.co.uk.
Oh boy.
Hello,
Oh my
Governor.
God.
Do you got an
Hello.
ostomy?
The
Got a case of the grumpies, do you?
the suggestions
Is it because you can't use your rumpy?
you, for guys $30 a year. Onlyostomies.review.
What the
What is it like? On the whole, I'd say it works well. Like, what? Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, that's rough. There's a lot of onlyostomies.online.
it's a whole
Onlyostomies.world.
it's a whole new world.
Oh my goodness.
Don't you dare close your
Oh my
eyes.
God. $40 a year. $40 a year, onlyostomies.gay.
got gay?
I shit you not.
That's real? No,
Actually,
not
Gay,
way.
dude.
You're right. You
No
would not
fucking
shit.
way.
Like,
No
Dude, look.
fucking way.
Look.
I love how nobody else
Not
caught
gay.
that. Alex literally said, I shit you not, talking about only ostomies.gay.
Look at this. It's right here, dude. You cannot make this.
Hold up,
You cannot
hold
make
up.
this up.
What the hell, man?
I don't know,
Hey,
dude.
wait, I love how it says advantages. The name isn't too long.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what she said.
What?
Hello.
Yeah, it's justcolostomy.co.uk. I mean, there's just like I said, there's a lot of fucked up. Only
Justcolostomies.me. Justcolostomies.club.
Is the only ostomies.me like ways to meet other ostomies like yourself in your local area? Can you imagine
asshole.
those what's that website
of
where people
assholes, you know?
fall in love with each other?
I have the
I
two
know
that
it's
matter though.
Cupid?
Right there.
Yeah, like ostomycupid.com or something.
Or
Oh
how
god.
about ostomypeoplemeet.com.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Oh
Dude,
god.
that was a good laugh. Goddamn.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that we get all of our good laughs from the show on ostomy jokes, but here we are. We've made
I guess that would make us a bunch of assholes.
I have done my job. I'm the asshole.
See,
Boyce is like, I'm quitting.
And with
that's
that,
what the point.
My
By
two
the way,
notice.
that's what the .0 is on every voice number.
It's a colostomy hole.
It's the port.
Swiss cheese.
Oh dear.
Key dear.
Oh,
It's illegal.
Jesus Christ.
Key deer. Oh,
Hold on,
boy.
I think the FBI is at my door.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I literally like this is why eStop is so wonderful. Is people are like, I bet you these guys sit around and talk about lasers all the time. Nope. This is where our brains go.
Shot me.
You're gonna have to you gotta make something out of that damn onlyostomies.com. That is fucking.
I told you exactly what I'm going to do, dude. I'm not going to deviate from the plan. I'm going to build out the site and make it look legit. And if you click the sign up button, it's going to shame you for clicking the sign up button.
But it should also charge them.
And then it's going to offer you a link to the show for you to listen to the show.
And just have the banner is name this episode onlyostomies.com.
The banner is going to be Jimmy with a photoshopped port in his gut.
Oh, in his neck. The neck brace is.
How about this? Instead of redtube.com from back like 10 years ago, you just get browntube.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Too far.
I think that already exists, dude. I think that's where.
Oh yeah, that's actually probably
one
true.
cup was originally up.
Oh god, that tragedy. Oh,
Yeah.
I love how. Wait. Actually, you know what? How terrible are we? We're like
students that listen to the show are like, "What's 2 girls, 1 cup?"
Even the
Google
one
trends
kid,
again.
even the one kid who listens to it will probably not be like, I think he's quit.
Let's get it trending, guys. Let's hashtag 2 girls, 1 cup.
I love how 2 girls, 1 cup is making Boyce like shy away, but onlyostomies.org, he's like, I'm gonna buy it. He's like,
I know.
sign me up. Actually, don't even sign me up. I'll be the guy who signs others up.
Just
Not out of my
listen to my
member.
first episode of Emergency Stop Podcast. Hashtag Tub Girl.
What is Tub Girl? See, I don't even know
Oh,
that
dude,
one.
you haven't seen Tub Girl? Look it up.
I
I
don't
need a
want
live
to.
reaction. Dude, do
No.
it. Do it. Come
Tub
on.
Girl?
I just fucking Googled onlyostomies.com and bought it. You can look up
Nope.
Tub Girl. You've
This
not seen
probably
it
is-
either, boys?
No, what the fuck Tub Girl is? What's that?
I'm not going to spoil it. Go look.
Oh,
Is it on
God.
YouTube? Just a Google thing?
No,
if
it's an
Alex is
image.
this,
It's a
so,
static image.
Damn it! I
if
don't
Alex
like it.
is this excited about it, that's what makes me really nervous.
bad.
He's like, I want to watch you lose what little
Voice is
purity you had
typing.
left.
No, sir. No, thank you.
You better delete that history because if you die tonight, that's what they're gonna fucking talk about at your funeral.
All right, your turn, Matt. Come on.
Damn.
Join the club, dude. You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
I gotta
I'm
open
gonna-
an incognito window.
And then I'm gonna ask you guys to describe it for me when Matt's seen it.
There's
Hashtag Tub Girl,
Jesus.
guys. We're bringing it back.
But by the way, as soon as I typed in Tub Girl into Google, it says, "What is Tub Girl and why you should not Google it?" I swear to God, that's what it says.
Well, don't read it. Don't spoil it for yourself. Just find the image.
Oh, bad.
You know, Urban Dictionary has a great description of this.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Should I read it aloud?
I'm done.
Yeah, read
I'm
it. Read it right
done.
now. Read it right now.
All right. Perhaps one of the most disturbing graphic images available via internet
Why would you make
access.
me look
And
at that?
and in some countries, I'm sure there's a readily available physical version as well, in parentheses. Consists of a photograph of a large naked woman lying on her back in a bathtub, knees around her face, as an orange-yellow liquid is released from her rectum, flowing in an arc which ends in her mouth.
That is accurate to what I saw.
I know what it is.
But wait,
It
there's
literally
more.
Made me feel like shivers on my back of my neck as I saw it.
But wait,
That's
there's
what- That's what
more.
it is. Yeah, but wait, there's more.
While the feat must be applauded for its impressive combination of acrobatics and imagination, it cannot be denied that it is one of the main contributors of the increase in America's dependency on antidepressants. I'll cite the source. It's Urban Dictionary, written by Christy Sorensen.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, Chris.
That was pretty.
Contribution to society.
That was pretty fucking awful.
You can't unsee it. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't. I can see it. I can see it now, and I haven't looked at it in
Just
10
the
years.
fact that when I googled it, it
Ugh.
said why
Don't
you should
Google
like
it.
why you should not Google it.
Yeah.
And
So
then
that's what I'm
I
saying.
literally
Hey,
then I
guys.
clicked on images tab and was just
Welcome.
yeah.
Just listen to my first episode of Emergency Stop. Hashtag Tub Girl. Do it. Make it a thing.
Don't
Please
please
do that? I'll
don't.
do that. I'll clip that for TikTok.
I want it to be trending on.
Has this episode earned the name Tub Girl?
No.
Only Osleys.com. Come on.
I might just call it church.
There's a whole lot of
Take me
shit
to
going on right
church.
now.
I worship like a dog inside of you. Right?
I could
That's
call
what
it
you
I could call it Boyce's Snake or Boyce's last episode.
What you should call it is Angel. Was it? What's that book? Angels and Demons. Like the book. There you go.
The
Angels and
Necronomicon.
Demons. There you go.
Necronomicon.
What a great awful movie. That's my boomstick.
You got that? That's a great movie, actually.
That is a great
First
movie.
of all.
Yeah.
So you see
That's the
this
thing.
baby
It's
right
a
here?
great bad movie.
He goes, you see this baby right here? This was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's right, people. This is my boomstick. That's a great movie, man. It's quotable. Anyway, Grand Rapids got a shout out in that movie. That's
Do
great.
you guys have a favorite crappy movie?
Speaking
Yes.
of shout outs, Family Guy quoted the city in which I went to school in for most of my life. Any guesses as to what that city was?
I know what it is.
Tubgirl.com City?
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Uh,
All the up north people know what that is. But
Give me-
Kyle told me all about it before.
Yep.
give me a favorite B movie.
I got you. I got two, but I'll do my one first. Big Trouble in Little China. Best fucking movie. Kurt Russell.
Yep.
All of the best actors from like the 80s that made it the worst. Cheesy as fuck. Kung Fu. I mean, come on, man. And like, it's just dope. He drives a semi truck. Like when I was a little kid, and because they had the dude that was Raiden. They literally had Raiden in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he even did the like flying like move that
Spin
Raiden
thing.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, Mom, Mortal Kombat. And my mom's like, shut the fuck up, because she didn't love me. So she's like, be quiet and watch the TV, idiot. And I was like, okay.
That
All right.
sucks because I was going to pick a Kurt Russell movie too, but now I have to pick.
Oh, you
something
can
else.
still pick a Kurt Russell movie. He did great B-rate movies.
What are the outlining requirements for what movie we pick? Just
It's
Well,
gotta
favorite?
not be good.
This has to be a B movie. Yeah. Just like
It's gotta be good because it's bad.
yeah. Mine is my original pick was going to be Escape from LA.
Dude, that's
really
a good
like-
one. It counts.
That's
Kurt
a
Russell
fucking
did
good,
awesome. on it.
terrible movie. Yeah, it's a good terrible
You
movie. Another one, I don't know. I think it
You
counts.
gotta let them go. Don't steal
Little,
it. Don't steal it.
Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. Super good.
Oh, but that's a Broadway play, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's not good.
It
was.
It's not a good
Became one.
movie.
The movie.
It's a bad
movie
movie.
was first.
Oh, it's a terrible movie. But in
Yeah,
a good
it's-
way.
Feed
Yeah,
me,
but in a good
Seymour.
way. Exactly.
Like when fucking Steve, what's his face? Like the dentist, Steve. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Yeah. That whole scene where he's like pumping him full of like nitrous.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And then
Boy, you
who's the
look- you
lady?
look like you're
oh,
thinking hard.
There's two of them I'm kind of struggling. One is Howard
did
the
too.
Duck.
Oh,
Howard the
Duck.
Duck.
a good movie.
That was such a terrible good movie.
I love that movie.
It's up there.
Howard the Duck. Right?
He has a Play Duck magazine. Come on, man.
Taking a shit. Taking a shit.
The other one is Enter the Dragon with Bruce Leroy.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's
shit.
the baddest mofo in town? Sure enough. Come on, man.
That's such a great movie.
Those two at the end of the fucking collars and shit. like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is really good.
Those two are my favorite awful movies. I
Here
can still
comes
watch.
the last dragon. Yeah, like, oh, that was
Like,
bad.
Also, we were talking about shout outs. I think Kyle mentioned shout outs. I just wanted to shout out the first person to ever review Emergency Stop
What?
on Apple Podcasts.
Who dis?
It's by,
Talking about B-rated.
it's by Gestures. The title is Unload.
Oh,
It's a 5-star review, and it says, "Fun to unload with like minds. I myself work, and this is a great release."
unload, baby.
He really likes to unload and release with us. So thanks.
Nuts.
We'll take it. We all need to release.
Kyle will take it for
4
sure.
5-star ratings, actually, but only one of them left a review, and that was Gestures, who likes to unload. So, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for looking out. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
4 5-star reviews for this shit show.
Yeah,
Isn't that something?
that's something, dude.
There's something for everybody, baby.
That's
I
something
need
for
one
everybody.
more. I need one more good B-rate movie because I only gave
Kyle
one.
needs 2.
I've got 2 in mind. Early 90s Super Mario Brothers
Oh,
with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
that's not even a good
Lake
bad movie. That's
Wazamo.
just a bad movie.
Lake Wazamo.
Bad movie.
Whatever. I
You're
enjoyed
like-
the shit out of that movie.
The guy's Liquiznos.
And then
Quick.
I got another one. 8-Legged Freaks with Dave Arquette.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
With
That
Dave
is a good
Arquette.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great movie.
Oh, that's an older, or that's like a newer good one too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it newer. It's
Well, it's
like
newer
20
than
years
us.
old.
Freaks. That's
It's
in
over.
the 2000s.
We're old.
it's like 2001.
2000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
like-
newer. Like,
20 years old.
but the whole thing is like in 2000, like the graphics were way better than like the 80s. Like I remember. Do you remember in Big Trouble in Little China? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When the dude like sees his friend murdered, remember Thunder, and he goes, oh, and he just starts like blowing up like a balloon, and it
Swelling.
literally is a balloon with air shooting out of the sides of it. Like who the
Yeah.
fuck went to the movies thinking like this is some quality graphics?
Yes. The
No.
cinematography.
Whenever people bring up 8-Legged Freaks, I really want to rewatch Tremors too. That's the other one.
Oh, that's
a great
good.
one.
That's good.
The first one was a very good movie though.
Yeah,
The rest of them were
Their house.
they're all
Right.
old.
I
They
know the other one.
progressively got worse. They progressively
other
got
one.
worse.
The other one is Roadhouse. Roadhouse. At the end, when he
Where's
ripped
Jimmy?
the fucking eagle claw throat out, that's exactly right. And then all you hear is, "Who took my cigarette, Kyle?" But like literally, I'll never forget watching that as a little kid because as soon as we watched that, my brother was like we're watching the TV, and my brother looks over at me like, "Let's try it." And I was like, "What?" And then for the next week, he would just like try to throat punch the shit out of me all the time. I'm like,
And now you have a sore throat. I gotta
Yeah,
say,
you
my
just-
honorable mention has got to be there's a movie called Scanners.
"Oh shit, yeah, dude, that's the one where people can like they look at you
They can-
and they do this, and your head goes."
You blow your shit up. The only reason I think that one because that's back when those big ass discs came out,
Laserdisc.
laser discs. That's like I had rented that motherfucker, and it's the
Dude.
first movie I rented on the laser disc. Like this is quality cinema. Look at how perfect this picture is.
That was
It
when they had the
VHS.
RGB projectors that were literally the size of our monitors right now, like that you hung from the ceiling. My uncle had one. My uncle with no children had like all the cool shit, you know. He had like a pinball machine and the RGB laser disc, and he would do the same thing. Like he'd be like, "Check it out, guys," and he'd spin a laser disc in his hand. It was the size of a fucking basketball. He's like, "Check it out."
Cronenberg, huh? I don't think I've seen this movie.
Oh, it's a good
Scanners?
one. You'll love
Yeah.
it. You
Dude.
will love it.
It is awesome.
Oh shit! I'm gonna
It is
put that on my
awesome.
list.
It's so bad that it's great.
I
First
got
of all, look at the damn cover.
No, that's what it like rang a bell, so I googled it and I saw
Yeah.
the cover and it looks familiar, but I don't
They're
think
If you've
I've
ever-
seen the movie.
If you've ever gone to Giphy and typed in head exploding and seen the one where it looks like a watermelon exploding on a guy with a tie,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
him. He's literally he's a
A news
governor or
broadcaster.
he's like a senator on a news broadcast, and he's like, "We don't take the threats from this group seriously." And his nose starts bleeding, and he's like, and he loosens his tie, and then you just see him, and they're like, "Senator, you okay?" And they cut away from him, and when he cuts back, it's completely a doll, you know, and he's like. and his head just explodes on his fucking neck, and you're like,
It's so good.
and then
That's
like
my honorable mention.
oh,
I'll give that one. I'll leave
That's a
that
good
one.
one.
I just thought of 3 more.
you just Googled three more.
Three
Fuck you,
more?
Kyle.
No, I had to look up the name of one of them because I could only remember the actor. But yes, no, and I'm gonna go see if I can find
I used
them on
to
a streaming
work at
service after this.
Blockbuster. I loved it.
Surf Ninjas.
Oh man, yeah, I know that one.
I didn't realize how fucking old that movie was. It came out in '93.
That was when I was 10. How old were you? Like 4?
3.
Yeah.
I was born in '90.
Boyce is like, I was in Nam.
I was a senior in high school. In 90.
And these two, I think you guys will get a better reaction out of. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, that was a terrifying movie as a kid.
Yeah,
That one just scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I love that. I watched Scream when that came out, and I was like, I don't know, 7. And then The Faculty.
Faculty with fucking what's his fucking face?
I forgot his name, but the dude who played Zeke. Oh, that's Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
He's the main character.
Before he was like super popular.
Yeah, before he was popular. Before he was.
Do you know what movie?
That's a great movie.
The scariest movie I ever saw. There's 2 scary movies. One as a kid and one as a teenager. One as a kid was Warlock, and it's literally the son of Satan is brought up from hell, and he has X amount of days to like conquer the world. And the part that scared me wasn't anything bad. It was the part that like this at one point in the movie, and it's very like Freddy Krueger style, like the timing and the graphics and everything. And he literally. This guy wakes up from a nightmare, right, where the Warlock was in it, because he had gotten the Dream Stone, and then the guy is sitting there and he's like washing his face and he looks in the mirror and he's like, "It was just a dream," and then literally like these hands shoot out of the fucking mirror and pull him in, and he's trapped in a mirror realm forever, and he's just alone in the mirror realm forever. I could not go to the fucking bathroom because our bathroom had a huge mirrored wall. And I could not get up to go to the bathroom for like a year and a half without running by the fucking bathroom and almost slipping on the tile every night.
Like, so you can go to the bathroom because of onlyostomies.com.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Have you guys not seen The Faculty?
I think
I love that.
I know
movie.
I've seen it. But it's been a long
Dude,
time.
you need to rewatch it. It's fucking epic. It's just Elijah Wood getting chased by all of the hottest girls and teachers in the school who have been infected by like an alien, and the alien's trying to kill him. So it's like, it's like planted its seed in like all of these people at the school, and he's the only one left that's normal. You don't know that, but like,
doesn't the dude who plays Zeke live too? The drug dealer one.
Yeah.
He lives too. I think
the alien gets him.
I thought he lived.
I don't know. Maybe.
Whatever. I know Salma Hayek bit it.
Bad spoilers, but
like
it's
everybody
like
who made it to the end of this episode is like motherfuckers. Like,
it's a 20-year-old movie. I think we're out of spoiler range.
Not for kids who are 10.
It's got yeah. Well, you know,
it's just Elijah Wood running from hot girls that are actually tentacle monsters. Go watch it.
Onlyostomies.net.
The person who played Mia in the Fast and the Furious series is in that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember her name. Yeah, super young.
So is everybody giving their best worst movies?
We've all given like 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just want to throw out
like
a different
18.
type of topic. Yes, that's true.
Okay.
What is the most underrated movie that you think more people should see, that you think not enough people have seen?
The Dark Crystal.
Underrated.
Oh, come on.
Original?
Nobody's seen that. Fuck yeah, the original.
Have you seen the new one? It's
Gelflings?
actually pretty good.
Come on, man. Gelflings, come on. That's good shit.
Underrated movie.
I thought we were talking like 10-years were listening. Are we talking like 10-year-olds are listening?
Dude,
Then go watch the original Dark
I talk
Crystal
around my 7-year-olds
because they don't fucking know what that is.
The original Dark Crystal is actually
Does
scary.
your daughter even know what that is? Has your
Yeah,
daughter
we've
seen the
watched
Dark
it.
Crystal.
We watched the Dark Crystal, yeah.
What about yours?
She
boy?
was scared.
Hell yeah,
No?
that's a great movie.
I'm just saying. I think it's underrated.
I make sure my kids see that one. I was like, you guys don't understand. These are
I
actual
think
fucking
today's
puppets.
generation sees fucking puppets and they're like, nah.
And it's like, you do it, motherfucker. You pull this shit off. That was an amazing.
You know what's another good puppet movie?
Yeah,
Is
movie
Labyrinth. Labyrinth is the
Sick
tip.
movie.
Oh,
Oh,
But that's not my answer.
I think
by
that
the way.
has
That's
even
just
less of
another
an
badass-
argument to be made that movie is underrated, though. Everybody fucking loves that movie.
it's cult
Yeah.
classic.
I think a lot of people look at the cover though. Like I'm telling you, like because you know how people just glide past shit when they're looking, and they're like, oh, dude with like a fucking coiffed haircut. Okay,
You guys remember
what's a
there's like an
goblin?
old 80s movie where like a kid goes to bed at night and then the monsters come out from under his bed and he like goes to the monster world.
yes.
Fuck around. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I gotta look up the name.
Yeah.
I
that's a
know
good
what
one.
that's called.
That's super
What
underrated.
about a movie that people you don't think other people have actually heard of, like some indie shit that you don't think anybody's ever seen?
Little Monsters.
Little Monsters, thank you.
Little Monsters, that's a good one.
Indie shit that
That was
I don't
Howie
think
Mandel, by
anyone's
the way.
ever seen.
It's got fucking Fred Savage and Howie Mandel in it.
Howie Mandel is the goddamn monster, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the name of the Michelle
Indie
Pfeiffer
shit that no one's ever seen. I don't really watch
There's
indie
a
shit that no one's
there's a
ever seen.
movie there's a movie called I Origins that is a really fucking good movie. It's on Amazon Prime. The letter I in Origins, not EYE.
Mhm.
It's a very fucking good movie. As an atheist, it makes you think about
I know it
it
is.
makes you doubt your doubts, if you will. Anyway, I just leave it at that. It's just a very fucking good movie.
Okay,
It's got some actors that you might recognize, but it's not like they weren't big time. But it's a very fucking good movie.
all right, I got my movie. If you guys know who Neil Gaiman is, or Neil Gaiman, whatever, Stardust. Have you ever read? Do you guys know who Neil
Oh.
Gaiman is?
Nope.
What? Are you serious? The guy who did Sandman, the graphic
Nope.
novel Sandman.
Mm-mm.
So he is responsible for like all kinds of really, really cool, like gods and mythology stuff. And so there's this movie called Stardust by
The
Neil
alien
Gaiman.
one.
What?
It's an alien one. Is
No.
it the alien? Oh, it's not.
No.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
So it's literally no, you're good. It's like a medieval movie where literally I'm trying to find the IMDb. Hold on.
Also, Coraline. First of all, he wrote Coraline.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alex.
For sure. Okay,
Yeah.
then I know who that is.
There it is.
Stardust.
I know I can think of like a million great movies. I can sit here and talk about my favorite movies all night, but I don't think any of them are underrated.
But that's the thing, Stardust, none of you even heard of,
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
and it's
movie.
amazing. I'm telling you, if you went and watched it, it has Michelle Pfeiffer. It's got where are these people? It's got come on, Charlie Cox, Ian McKellen. It's got Ben Barnes, who's really well known in like sci-fi stuff. Mark Strong, who's awesome. Jason Fleming, Peter O'Toole. I mean, it's got like awesome
Oh, I've
people.
got
And then
one.
I can't remember the guy who says, "Are you talking to me?"
It's
Who's,
Robert.
who's
De Niro,
are you
dude.
talking to me?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Thank you.
He's dead center.
Yeah,
of the
he's in
damn
it.
Thing.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. Watch it.
Yeah. I thought of a movie I think is actually underrated that I think everybody should watch. Requiem for a Dream with
Oh,
Jared
that's good.
Leto. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's a good movie. That movie is the reason why I never did anything harder than marijuana growing up. Because I literally watched that movie when I was like in 8th grade and it fucking messed my shit up.
Scared the shit
And-
out of you, huh?
After that movie, dude, I had so many opportunities in my life to fucking get crazy high and do a bunch of like fucking hardcore drugs. And I always thought of that. It was never my mom telling me to make good choices. It was never my friends telling me that it wasn't cool to do drugs. It was that fucking movie. And I was like, nah, like I'm good. So if you have kids and you want them to not do drugs when they're fucking 13 years old, make them watch Requiem for a Dream. They probably won't ever do them because that shit messed me up. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, good one.
I got a second
You know
one.
what movie made me scared to death of real drugs? Train Spotting.
Oh yeah, that one too. That's a fucked up movie.
There's another movie called Mean
Nuts.
Creek. It's an indie film, and it's really fucking good. It's got what's that fucking kid's name? The Home Alone kids' brothers in it. That fucking guy, yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't even know he had a brother.
Rory Culkin. There you go.
Weird. It's news to me.
It's a really, really good movie. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is an indie film. What the fuck? Like, I got on a kick when Netflix first came out with all their discs. You could get like a queue of 100 fucking movies and shit. Before I had kids. So shit, I had a life there.
And an internet connection.
And yeah, this is dial up only. Oh shit. But I would literally went on, I said, let me just list some of the best rated indie films I've never seen. I watched like probably 20 or 30 of, weren't great movies, but then I found some really awesome ones, and that Mean Creek is definitely one of them.
Do you think Party Monster is underrated?
Party Monster.
I think we should have like one of our episodes should just be us watching a movie together and talking shit like
Mystery 3000? Like Mystery
Science.
Yeah, we could do a movie commentary.
But you can't play the audio? Like, how's that work?
We will listen to the audio, and then I'll sync it after.
You can also have it play like when you share your screen, when you add
we can do that. What I'm saying is, like, legally, can you stream a film?
It's audio.
I think if we did like a commentary, I'd probably make it for the patrons.
That'd be wild.
That'd be a good reason to sign up.
That's
ever wanted to hear four idiots talk shit while a movie play? Come on.
Come on down, sucker.
Come on down.
I think if I was
video.
Okay,
Kyle's over here. Kyle's like,
so my underrated movie
later.
Yeah, my underrated movie. I don't know if it's technically a movie or a TV series, but it's like 7 hours long. The 10th Kingdom.
It's so underrated. I don't even know what it is.
Yep.
It's got Scott Cohen and Kimberly William Paisley. I have to pause every time I say her name because I screw it up.
Those must really be underrated actors.
It's a TV series.
Kyle's like, have you guys ever seen the X-Files?
I'm just gonna send you guys the link to the IMDb.
There's one episode that don't click that link. It's a tub girl picture.
If you're gonna talk about underrated fucking TV shows, we can do that too. Twin Peaks. Go watch Twin Peaks.
That's not underrated. That is
The Pines. What's the Pines one?
The Pines. No, that's shit. Was it up in Alaska?
Twin Peaks is super underrated. Everybody knows about X-Files, and nobody fucking in the right mind besides us. Like we're weirdos. Underrated to us and underrated to a general audience are different things. Nobody knows what Twin Peaks is.
Twin Peaks is awesome.
Twin Peaks is awesome. Go watch it. Miranda hasn't seen it. She had fucking no idea what it was when I brought it up to her, and she's a fucking huge X-Files fan.
Yeah.
All right, now the podcast has just evolved into people Googling things.
No. Wayward Pines is cool as shit. That's what I was trying to figure out. Wayward Pines. Look up that one if you've never seen it.
Well, you guys have a lot of things that you can go watch now that are better than this podcast, but we're at an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm going to close it out. Thank you for listening to this for whatever reason you have for doing that. I'm sorry that this episode was entirely recycled ostomy jokes and fucking movie reviews. But, that's what you get. It's a mixed bag of nuts. And if you put our communion in your mouth, you're going to throw up at church. So,
see you in the
tub. Guys, thank you so much for watching Emergency Stop. #TubGirl. Let's make it a thing. We're bringing it back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Two girls, one cup.com/onlyostomies.
I do not consent to this.
Anyway, that's it, guys. I don't know. Boyce is going to go, I guess, do something besides hang out with his friends. And Kyle and Matt probably will be back for a bonus episode. I'm going to see if I can hook Miranda real quick. I have to piss like nobody's fucking business. And then I'm going to see if I can hook Miranda in to take Boyce's seat. We'll see.
Fair enough.
But that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, co-hosts. If you want more of these guys, I don't know, go watch Laser Everything or don't. Because that's not great either. I mean, it's better than this, but
wait, the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We just had a great interview.
It was fine.
He's fishing. He's fishing right now. That's what he's doing. He's like, it's not
fishing.
really pretty. It's not pretty.
Oh yeah, and
so
if you want to
pretty.
be like Jesher and unload and release with us, please
Bust
rate
one
and
out on
review.
Apple.
Bust one out on Apple Podcasts, guys. Rate and review there. It helps us get in front of more people, which would be a sick practical joke you play on the whole world by increasing the visibility of the show. So
It would be a Tub Girl link hidden inside of a meme.
yeah, you don't have to write a review. Just leave a link to a Tub Girl photo posted online.
Dude.
And that was the last episode we ever made.
Hold up. I'm going on my fucking
Boyce is just going on right now.
podcast.
That's it, guys. That's all we've got, I think. Anybody else? Fucking anything?
Nope.
Bueller.
Nope.
Goodbye.
Thanks to our early supporters. Abdalwahab Alfares. Ace Droplex. Andrew Farmer II. Ballai Benz. Casey Dagan. Kerasak Temiyazdit. Dansei. Frank Gutierrez. Jeff Carter. Jody Bullar. Miai Sava. M. Ilung Armament. Ronald Montis.
No.